All right, welcome back to Chance Time, everybody.
Hey, whoa, we got a
Yes,
chance of a time right now. That's
that's right.
right.
So last week we spun that wheel behind us with a selection of random movies on it, and as decreed by the wheel, we watched Color Me You, and we're here to talk about it and review it. That's what Chance Time is: random movies. You never know what you're gonna get.
It's true. It's
But
just like the box of chocolates.
well, but as always with reviews, we don't discuss beforehand, so we're going to give our gut check, which is our score
Yep.
out of 10 coming into the review, and we'll discuss, and then we'll lock in our final score at the end. All
By the way,
right.
I started writing this down, and I was starting to put down the color of you until you were like color me you. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That was actually the name of it.
Color Me
And
You.
yeah, the color of you. I think I was thinking of the shape of you, the that hit song by Ed Sheeran. But yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
3, 2, 1, flip. One.
3. I don't know. It's just kind of arbitrary. It's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
going to come down to where right around where you are, because there's very few redeeming qualities to this movie.
This is a rough one. Wow.
This
This
was
We've
this was
reached a
rough.
new low.
It's
I was like, what was the
so
last Chance Time movie we did? Back to School. Oh, that was way better than
yeah.
this one. Wow, we got
It
way
was way better
more
than
out of
this one.
that.
Yeah, it
This is
was way
rough.
better.
This
This
is a
is
rough watch. Yeah, not
boy.
even like an execution, but like the even the concept is not compelling at all. Like we got
I,
someone who's like supposed to be going into law but wants to be a painter,
okay.
and so they just pretend like so much of this didn't work. I mean, it was just so unrealistic,
No.
even the dynamics of the characters, and then obviously there's not really much to appreciate, even quality wise. The writing is pretty bad, and
Yeah.
it's
So like
very dry too.
so like so like well, first of all, there are good significant portions of this movie where people are not talking like people talk. They are talking like they are reading lines off a
Mm-hmm.
script.
Yeah,
It's just like it's just how it's coming across. I'm like, man, I'd prefer like the way they talk in the prequel movies. They don't talk like they're human beings, but I prefer the way they talk in those compared to this. They sound way more human like than this. This is just sounds like the most verbose nonsense that they're that they're spouting.
and unfortunately, you get the impression of what kind of movie you're in for, like right out the gate. The first
Oh
scene, it's
god,
like,
it's
okay, well,
so
all
bad.
right, here
It's
we go,
so bad.
and then when they go into the car and the mother's like the audio gets weird, I'm like, what's happening? What
Yes,
like
I noticed that too. Yeah, the audio got like bizarre.
they
It's like
shifted,
they
like they
really
just
filmed that.
add the gain because they
Yeah.
couldn't hear him actually
Yeah,
after the
it's like
fact.
they actually filmed it in a car.
Yeah,
Like,
well
what's
they
so
yeah,
it's like, which they probably did.
they
It's
did.
an indie film.
But
Um,
like just so unbelievable, this mother, um over the top, just like hating on how dare she even think about doing art. And even when she gets like accomplished, she's in an exhibit and everything, she's like pshaw, ripping her first place and all of this. She's like, this is like offensive to her, that how dare she go like, because it's one thing to be like you're critical of them choosing art over law, right? Because it's a harder field, but then you got like immediate proven success. I mean, that's at least give them a like, all right, shout out, that's good. Like you went and won that competition, you got your art in an exhibit, like that's pretty legit. No, she didn't care for any of it.
there's zero nuance to any of it.
Yeah,
It's just extremely blunt. Like, oh, she's basically a cartoon villain. Like, I don't know. She's just
yeah.
like and that's a disservice to cartoons. It's just like the amount of just disdain this woman has for everything that her daughter does is just like so like just to kind of like real talk here is like what typically when people say they're in pre-law, doesn't
Hmm.
that mean that it's like the school before it? I don't think that's college, is it? Is that like isn't when you're in pre-law, isn't like a couple years you do before going to law school? Because law school is usually like, or it could be like an 8-year thing getting
Right.
into law school.
Yeah, I'm not
So
sure.
isn't that like, I guess maybe I should look this up before we begin this conversation further, because like, okay, so yeah, I think, guess my understanding, pre-law is basically just like you are going to college and your intent is to go to law school
Yeah.
for your 4 year, after your post grad is going to be the 4 years of law schools that you do afterwards. But it's oftentimes, my understanding is that oftentimes, while that might be your focus, you are actually encouraged to pursue other avenues
Certainly not.
in that.
Not in this
In
household.
you are yeah, apparently not in this household, but you are generally encouraged to pursue that because that actually helps you focus on something, like what kind of an attorney do you want to be? Like,
Right.
maybe doing stuff in medicine will help you with like, uh like, I don't know, injury cases, personal injury cases, or like elderly uh care kind of
Hmm.
like law stuff, or like, what if you want to really delve into like criminal justice, so it's like you do more stuff with like forensic science, so you get into like scientific sides of things. So I from my understanding is you are generally encouraged to diversify your portfolio because that actually looks good for law schools when you're actually going to do that. So
Right.
this made no sense to me at all. Like, I was like, why
Right.
why are we so hard on this girl for trying to pursue art? Like, I just don't understand. Like,
It was
what is
funny.
the problem?
So funny from the jump when she like walks in and she's painting and she's got like paint on her face. She's
Yeah,
like, "You are a mess." Oh my god! And it's like two little blue
yeah.
streaks on there. It's like,
You look like you're in kindergarten or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Um, and then this movie tries to pretend that it's also a romance film, and
Tries to pretend that
I'm
it's a
like, I mean
romance.
that, like, it's
Yeah,
pretending it's romance. I didn't.
it does.
There was
It
no
is a
romance
pretending.
there, but they just the whole like they when you meet the guy and then there's no chemistry
Hey,
whatsoever, and then but by the end, the whole ending of the film is just like this relationship
so
kiss, and then
so okay, so there's a weird relationship between. So honestly, way more chemistry between her and the teacher. And I know that
a
might be, like,
little weird. It
crossing some
was
boundaries or whatever,
yeah.
but, like, to me, that was the more natural relationship. That was, like, I was like, I felt more from that. Like, not that there was a whole lot going on there either, but they had, like, they there was some, like, legitimate, like, yeah, I honestly feel like maybe because that actor in particular was probably the best one out of anybody here. Everyone else was legitimately, they range from like merely okay to just horrible. Including our lead. I thought she was fine, but I didn't think she was
Yeah.
particularly good. And her love interest was terrible. He
Terrible.
was so
Oh,
awful.
first of all, I was like, why is everybody miserable in this movie? Every person she encounters, like, for a while, it feels like
Yeah,
everybody just got
like
some
her
bone to
drunk
pick with
roommate.
her, and then she accidentally breaks something in there, and he's just a dick about it. And then I'm like, they're really, I could tell they're trying to set this up.
Yeah,
I'm not here
yeah,
for it. But nope, that's the heart of the film. We got to end the film on them like kissing. Like this is what it was all about. Like, okay.
yeah.
I mean, can you guess what my favorite scene of this film was?
Can I guess what your favorite scene of the
There's a
film
scene
was?
that I
I'm trying to
thought
remember what
was
mine was.
it genuinely got a laugh out of me, and I don't think it was intended to, but it was actually funny to me.
um, the auction scene.
No, it's
That scene is
the
really bad. But
the scene where there's the guy painting in the park.
oh yeah, me too.
Loved it.
Yes, that was so
It
funny.
was
I
beautiful.
don't think that was intended to be funny either. That guy was like,
It was a
I was like, I think
beautiful setup, but it was a beautiful
my nephew.
setup. Like she's like, it's not just a painting, and goes on this whole monologue, and then she goes up to him like, I wouldn't have this meaningful connection about it, and he's like, oh, it doesn't mean anything to me. It's just nothing special. It's just for art class, and he walks off, and then she's just
Yeah,
left in frame for a few seconds,
that
and
was,
that's
but that was a grown ass man that was drawing that.
yeah,
But I would expect my nieces to draw
yeah,
better than that.
yeah. Well,
I guess everybody's got to start somewhere. But yikes.
she because before that, before she goes up to him, her
Yeah,
roommate is like it's just a painting. I mean, like, what's the big deal? And she goes, it's not just a painting. Each painting is different. Whether it's good or bad, it means something to the person painting it. They choose the color, they choose the brush, and the way that brush touched the canvas and leaves a mark. It's like they're leaving a mark with their voice and their heart.
I hate. Okay, so that was actually my big, almost probably my biggest bone to pick from this movie is that like this feels like it was written by somebody who has literally never made art in their entire lives, and I
Hmm.
mean that like truly and like deeply. That is not how art works. That's just not like that is sort of a flowery way to like think about art
Right.
that can be that is there's like I would say there's like maybe a kernel of truth in that, but that is not how art is made. Like it's just it's completely discounting in a lot of ways. There's a lot of discounting of like the actual effort and hard work that goes into honing your craft. With this, it's just like it's like when she paints something or draws something that's not very good, her professor's like, "This isn't you. You didn't show up." And I was like, maybe this was her. Maybe she did show up and she just struggled today. Because you know
So,
what? Artists will sometimes when especially when they're starting to get going, once they're starting to hone their craft, like with anything, you'll find a place that you plateau, and that place is really frustrating because you feel like you can't move past it, and they get frustrated with their own art because they think it all sucks because they are their worst critic most of the time,
uh-huh.
and then so but then they have to overcome those mental blocks and push through and keep getting better and practicing and practicing and practicing, and there's like nothing about that in this movie. It's just like art. It just comes easy to me. I don't know. It's just like that's all it is. It's just like no, art is a struggle. That's what makes it wonderful. That's what makes it beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah, like people aren't like there is some truth to people being naturally gifted at something, but you have those people still have to hone their craft. They still
But
have to work
yeah,
really hard on whatever they're doing. And this just like it just totally glosses over all that for nonsense.
but
Pseudo
she had this higher
philosophical.
belief that, every painting, whether it's good or bad, it means something to the person who made it. And yeah, I don't.
Right.
But I love how it's kind of immediately disproven. Like
Yeah.
she goes in this whole monologue, and then she goes up to this dude, and he's like, "Yeah, it didn't mean anything to me."
Yeah, it doesn't
And
mean
then he
nothing.
walks off, and then that's it. I was just like, that got a laugh out of me. I was like,
Well,
"That's
I
good."
think to your point of the movie didn't intend that because they keep going back to that idea throughout the rest of the movie. But that is really funny because it's like it completely shatters her entire idea
That
of
could have
what
been
it means.
intentional. I mean, I think it's supposed to be funny, the fact that she's like, she took it to heart, like the fact she was saying that's just a painting,
Yeah.
and she goes up
Mhm.
to him trying to, like, what inspired this color here? And he's like, really, I'm just copy and pasting this shit. I just
Yeah.
and
I just threw it into
she's like
AI and I was
she's like
generating it.
she's like, yes, but what made you choose this angle and this? And he's like, I didn't really think that much about it. It was just, and she's like, damn, and she just left there. But yeah, so that was just one moment that stood out to me.
That part was pretty funny.
And one thing as I was watching as well, I noticed is there's a kind of a lack of attention to detail too, where this girl's walking around in a dress, no purse, no phone, nothing. You expect me to believe she's just walking,
Oh yeah.
nothing. I
Nothing.
noticed that. I'm like, wow, you got nothing. You got
No, no.
no
Where's your
money,
accessorizing?
no, yeah.
Accessorize, girl. Like, what are you doing?
You gotta
Like, come on.
hold a phone at least.
Yeah.
But no, they
Yeah.
didn't think about that. They just clearly were just like, all right, you just walk down the street in the dress, and then you come up to the shop.
Right. I'm trying to think of so something that was I was towards the beginning, I was actually kind of getting sick to my stomach watching this movie
Whoa.
because they just could not stop using the like the shaky cam. It was shaky. It was a handheld camera
Mm,
for everything. And it was like I was like, what are we doing here? Because like originally I thought it was gonna be like a thing where it's like, oh, when she's like unsure of herself or something. But it's like, no, it's used in like every scene during normal conversations. Until then, at some point, I guess when they realized at some point, it's like, yeah, we got a tripod now. We can actually film this movie uh
Yeah.
in a decent manner. But like before that, it's this horrible, and I wanted it to stop, and thankfully it kind of did. But they would always bring it back for kind of no reason, and I hated it. I hated it. It's-
Yeah.
um,
And what did you think of the it's a pretty banger soundtrack, right? Pretty
the
cool.
soundtrack that she wrote all the songs to. Yeah.
It was like a couple like country songs,
They
like
were they
generic
were
country
country.
songs,
Yeah.
and then it was just like some weird like there was like some weird techno type it's almost sounded royalty free type music at one point,
Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
it was like yeah, not the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yeah.
Not my vibe.
It was yeah, no, the soundtrack was not great. The Yeah. I mean, it was like because Color Me You was one of the songs.
Yeah.
That's how that was like Color Me You. Burning there. As soon as I heard the slide, the guitar slide, I was like, "Oh, this is a
uh,
country western
it's a,
soundtrack if I've ever heard
I
one."
actually don't like the name at all either.
I
Color
don't
Me
either.
You. Yeah.
Color
Yeah.
Me You. That
And so then we have the drawing competition, of course.
the
It's a big
classic
deal.
scene,
Big deal. She has
which is
no confidence going into it, and then this is where they start to try to kindle this love story with her and Eric, and
but that's
yeah,
another thing that's weird too. It's just like I don't know, maybe I'm just like unaware, but like do they usually be like, "All right, we're doing a drawing competition. You got 1 hour to do something." And it's like, "What?
I don't know.
I didn't
How
know
do you
that.
do it?
This
How
is
do
a
you do
thing."
it? What was it like hours? You mean or
Yeah, well, because like some people, depending on whatever technique they're using, it could take them a while
yeah?
to finish what they're doing, you know?
But they did say
So it's like
drawing
a
competition. It's not.
drawing.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
like
drawing.
it's not like you gotta get so deep with it.
I
But
guess so. Well, she draws a full ass painting.
that's
That
right.
that thing, I don't even know how it comes
Knocked it
together, and
out.
like, because especially because it takes her like she's there for a while. She's like, I just can't
I
come up
can't
with
do it.
anything.
I can't do
And then
this.
and then the person who's asking what that was another thing too. It's just like the volunteer who's supposed to be I don't know if she's a judge or what. I was like, why is she coming up and helping her? She's like, well, think about it. She's like helping her focus. I was like, are you doing this to the other
Well,
people?
so she's like, I guess, already established because you see her
Yeah,
later at the James
you do.
Zorn class.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was a big deal. James Zorn, free James Zorn classes.
Mhm.
And then when she goes and meets James Zorn, he's a dick too. I thought that was nice. Like every
Yeah, I
person,
thought that was yeah, everyone's just an asshole in this
and
world. In this world,
really
except her
has to,
dad.
she really has to stand up for herself
Except
to
except
get
her
the
dad,
class.
who's a pushover until like literally the last,
The
like in the
dramatic,
last scene in the movie.
dramatic like revelation
Yeah.
that he has. Like maybe we should let her. Maybe our daughter should be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, all of a sudden, I was like, maybe I should actually lead this family, and I'm like, yeah, maybe you should have started with that instead of letting your wife just like completely dunk on your daughter all your whole
It's
life. Like, what are you
miserable.
doing, man? It's just like
And he's
you
like,
didn't have.
and I'm leaving your dad's practice too to start my own practice because I decided I want to help people. It's
Instead it's just like, okay,
like,
where was
whoa,
this?
all right.
Was this motivated by? I guess it was motivated by her, but like,
That's right. In that beautiful
I don't know,
painting that he had to snatch up for 1,000.
for Aubrey Bella, Audrey, what is it? What's her name?
And
Ambria Bella.
Bella.
Yeah,
Yeah. By the way,
because
it
her real
pissed
name is
me
Kat
off.
Abernathy.
It pissed me off
Yeah.
the whole like climax of this film. They tried to make it
Oh,
like they tried to do a Dear Evan Hansen. Like it was this dramatic thing. Like how dare I? Like she did the worst thing in the world, right?
I
Like aren't we gonna be dramatic?
I couldn't get over like I when this was all coming out. I was like, who cares? Who cares? I don't. Who cares? She's using a pseudonym. No one
Right,
cares.
right.
Who
I
cares?
thought
Like
she
her
was just being
boyfriend.
yeah.
Maybe I can understand him being upset. everyone else being upset? I don't understand it at
It's
all.
like I lied about my family name being attached to this law, like these
Who
like her
cares?
grandfather or whatever.
Who cares? I
I
don't
know.
understand. Like, I just who no, like literally no person there would care. They'd be like, I don't know, Ambria Bella. It's kind of a nice artist name, you know. They'd be like, oh,
That's
okay, that's
much
fine.
better than Kat
Cat Abernathy.
Abernathy. All right,
Yeah,
that's a country singer right there.
that's a that's a country singer right there. That's who that is.
But
Um,
like literally when she starts, she literally says, "I never meant for it to go this far." I'm like, this. They're trying to
what
do
this
Dear Evan
far? What?
Hansen. They're trying to do Dear Evan
Yeah,
Hansen. This isn't Dear Evan Hansen. Like it's not like I
yeah.
did some terrible thing. And she's literally like, I just got carried away once once I kept the
So that was
lie
the
up.
other thing too. Her roommate kept being like, I don't understand why you're like this. You're a different
You're
person
a
now. I
different
don't
person
like you
now.
anymore. Like, what are you talking about?
I
She
don't
seems
know.
like she's happy. She's like happy and fulfilled and not getting wasted
This is unlike you.
like she was. Yeah, and she's not sitting at home getting wasted.
I know, and then she
She's
goes
like,
and
you're going out.
snitches to the professor, and I don't even know what she's snitching about, but it felt like she was snitching. She was just
She
like,
was like,
she was
she's getting in with the wrong
well,
crowd.
like, yeah. So he's like, so she's getting in the wrong crowd. She's like, I don't know, probably. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's no other
Like,
explanation.
yeah. It's like, what is she coming home? Like, there's nothing like, oh, is she getting into drugs or
It's not
anything?
like
It's
she's
like,
coming
no,
home tweaking.
yeah. It's
She's
not like
coming
she's like on
home like with a
heroin or
smile on
something.
her face, and she's like, oh my god, she's doing drugs
And she's getting
profusely.
laid. Like, she's clearly happy. Well, she actually there's it's there's not a lot of swearing in this movie. So this may have been, I don't know, it's country western, so it may actually be a little bit more like trying to be more family friendly ish with that. So maybe she's not getting laid, but she's at least has a boyfriend, so that makes her happy. It's like, how can you be upset? She's found new friends. She's fulfilled in her life, and she's still mad because she's not hanging out with her as much or something.
It's this
It's like, who cares?
artificial.
You're
It's like
going
some
and getting
artificial
wasted.
beef.
It's
Some
so
for no
artificial.
reason. Yeah.
Literally the first thing we see her roommate do is pour like a good shot and a half of vodka into orange juice to make a screwdriver,
Hmm.
and it's just like, and
Well,
then
that's why she liked her mom at first,
yeah,
because she's like,
her mom's like, mimosas are for morning, screwdrivers are for the afternoon. I'm like, wow,
oh yeah,
okay,
but then the dramatic thing where she rips up, that was so ignorant of her to do that. She sees she got first place in a drawing competition. Her instinct is, oh,
yeah,
fuck this. Like you said, nothing special, right?
yeah.
Uh, and then of course, that's when you get a little bit of the empathy from the roommate. She tapes
Yeah.
it up, tapes up
Why
her
did she
little
tape it?
paper.
Why did she tape it on the front like a toddler would do? Like, wouldn't you wanna tape that up from the back so it looks like it's still
I
intact? No, you tape it on the
don't know.
front like a
It's the
like,
thought that counts.
um,
The paper wasn't the big deal. It was the
yeah,
classes. Get the classes, and then she ditches her class with that guy. Never been better. Fuck yeah,
yeah.
out of here.
I actually thought that was kinda cute. I actually like that a little
Mm.
bit, but then she immediately goes to that class where he's like, I unenrolled you." And I'm just like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
okay,
all
this
right,
guy's an
well, fuck
asshole
me, I
too.
guess.
Alright, cool." Yeah,
Left me out to dry
that's
here.
great.
And then the
Um,
weird moment where she just gets into the next class and it looks like she's late again, but it turns out the clock is a little bit ahead. So I'm like, okay,
right,
we're
yeah.
good.
It's like, that was a whole, alright, we did that for nothing. It's just like weird little details like that that just ended up being
But
weird and
it's
off.
just like there's no, yeah, like you said, no nuance because you just literally when the mom started doing, she ripped up the thing. I was like, she can actually go and burn in hell. I hate this woman. She should die. That's how
She's
I felt.
terrible. I don't. It's just
And
she's
that's how I
horrible.
still
Like, I just
feel.
don't.
Like I think she should have
It
died in this movie.
it just feels yeah, or the grandfather. It just feels completely unmotivated because it's like okay, so you're upset at your daughter because she's doing something because you couldn't do it because your dad is put something a lot of pressure on you, even though you did marry a guy who's working for your father's practice. I guess I don't know what she's doing with her life. Is she not a lawyer? Is that the problem? I
I don't
I,
know.
I guess it's because
She's
I guess
snobby. She's
what
just snobby and
I guess
judgmental.
what I got from it was that, like, oh, well, you went to law school, but you were too busy partying and having fun, and then you got knocked up by him, and then that ruined your legal career. That was my understanding in terms of what happened with that. And it's like, okay, but she's a grown adult now. Why can't you pursue law now? Like if it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, you wanted to take time away and like take care of your kid, which obviously you didn't do a very good job at because she seems to resent you, and you've done nothing but be cruel to her throughout the entire course of this movie. So we can only assume that you've been cruel to her whole life.
W mom.
Um, and but it's like, okay, well now why don't you, I don't know, go back to like studying? I don't know. Why don't you go to school too or
Yeah.
something? I don't know. It's just like so it's like it just is
Why
so
don't you
like
mind your own business?
it's all kind of like airy and abstract, and there's nothing that's like really grounded in the movie. I think
Yeah,
that's kind of the
and then
main
we're getting to the
problem with
point where she's like stalking her, creeping with the hood on into the exhibit, and then she's actually getting creeped on by someone else. It was like she got out
it. Oh yeah,
creeped in that moment.
that one guy that was like
Very,
hitting on
very
her. It was
pushy.
very, yeah.
Uh, and but then literally right as like they're giving her this great moment, of course she comes in yelling her name, and that's when the whole reveal is like, why is she calling you Kat?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
What is happening? It is really legitimately that bad. It's like it's just everything.
There's a whole scene with her
It,
screaming in the damn car. I'm like, oh brother, this
oh,
is
that goes
rough.
on for like 45 seconds too long, by the way. She's just screaming for like way too
I just
long, and it's
can't
like I get it.
fathom the world where someone would be this bitter. Like you're in this nice art exhibit, and you're like your daughter's being praised as like like the main thing that people care about in this whole art exhibit, and your response is, "This is outrageous. Like this is not what you're supposed to be doing."
Well, it's also kind of a weird thing too, because it's like to me, it's like, okay, well obviously the grandfather character is kind of a dick, but like you didn't you kind of get the best of both worlds here? Like your
Right.
husband is clearly well off, he's taking care of you. You still have daddy's
You
money,
got a
and
family
you're living in an
practice. Yeah, it's like
enormous palatial estate, and
she's
it's like and it and like
you think someone so privileged would that would be like the opportunity to be like, okay, yeah, do whatever.
yeah.
Not only that, it's not like she's fucking around and like just neglecting her work. It's like she's actually, like I said, we got proven stuff here that she's succeeding already. Like, and like it took no time. She got first
Yeah.
place in this competition. Now she's got her art in this exhibit.
And
James
then she's
Zorn's
having
talking her up.
commissions too. She's like, which is by the way,
Yeah,
probably the most insane thing I've ever seen. That's like the most unreal. That's maybe the most unrealistic thing in this
yeah,
entire movie. And it's just like
yeah.
commissions already, really. I guess.
She
I guess. I guess with the connection with the whatever his name is, the James. I guess that connection may have helped her with that. So it's like
she's
okay,
got
but
the
but like
sim art career track going on,
big
where you
time.
just
Yeah,
paint
yeah,
more, and it's like,
hardcore.
oh, now it's $100, $1,000, and just
Yeah,
popping off.
yeah,
But yeah, so that was whole stupid unearned big climax moment, and
yeah.
then after that is when I thought the movie was like should have been over by now, and then
Hmm.
we got this whole epilogue, I guess, where the dad was like, she should be happy, she should do what she wants, and then there's this whole thing where he's like, I'm leaving the practice, starting my own, because now realize I actually want to help people and not just be miserable. And
Yeah, and
then
then
and
she's
then
like,
she's like, if
I'm
you
getting
do
a
that, I will
divorce.
divorce you so quick. And he's like, do it,
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I was expecting to be like,
You won't.
actually, well, I was actually expecting to be like, do it, bitch, you won't. I would have been like, whoa.
You won't.
I was,
Do it then.
um,
Fuck if
yeah,
I
do it.
care. I
Yeah,
just
he literally is
decided
like,
it.
bet. He's like, bet you won't
just
divorce me. Um,
just like that.
yeah,
It was that
that was kind of
quick.
funny.
I mean, it's
That
like
was crazy.
there
That
was
was
like
funny.
there was like no satisfying resolution there, right? Like,
Not
did
really,
we
because
ever get anything
they
like change of heart from the mother?
I think the closest we get is "You still don't even know who that painting is by, do you?" And he
Yeah,
turns
yeah,
away,
and then she
and then
admires it for the
she looks at it and kind of like gets emotional, but that's about it. Because it cuts to like Christmas. All of a sudden, this turns into a Christmas
Christmas,
movie
and
at
then
the
we
end.
gotta get these two lovebirds
Yeah,
back together because that's what we've been waiting to see.
right. Because she leaves him a painting of them together, which is by also probably the worst looking painting in the entire movie.
Hmm.
I was like,
Okay, not our
this is
best work.
it's
Yeah,
not her best work.
this isn't you.
Maybe I guess maybe she's saying something. Maybe she's saying something in that. He'd know that but his like, "Get out of here. Your grandfather is like your scum to me," or whatever. Whatever he says he calls her. He calls her trash. I think he calls her trash.
I don't remember. I was
Like
kind of glazed.
wow.
I was
Yeah.
not as
He
honed in at this point.
he calls her trash, and then there's like another scene where him and James have this like weird like one-on-one conversation about it where he's like, "Wow."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
like where it's like, "Yeah, she's not our family name." I'm like, "Why are these characters, like, super close all of it?" It's like, are they brothers? Like, it felt like
Whatever.
that. It was a very strange
But
dynamic
my
that they
point
had too.
being is like our resolution is just like we need to like ditch the mom. I like
Yeah.
usually when these set these things up, I was not gonna be here for it, but I expected, of course, at the end the mom's gonna change of heart. It's like, you know what,
Mhm.
you should do. I'm so sorry for all the years I've oppressed you, and I've realized the error of my ways, and I expected that moment, but there just is no resolution to it. They
Nothing.
just realize, oh,
Yeah.
this she's just a horrible person. Like nothing you can do
Yeah.
about it. She's
Um,
spoiled and privileged and all that.
yeah. Um,
But yeah, I came in so
it's just so
low
great.
because after this, I was thinking like some of the lowest things we've reviewed. I'm like, On the Line, I got way more enjoyment out of that, and that's like we gave it a 1.5 or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah, and
that
I
was at
found that movie,
least
like
there was something there, compelling, but
right, because like, I at least I felt, like, insulted, like, being feeling insulted by a movie, that's actually a pretty strong feeling. It's like, I can't give it, like, actual good credit for it, but I still remember that movie, and I still remember how it made me feel. I'm gonna forget about how this made me feel probably in, like, a couple hours
yeah,
after we
well,
stop talking about it.
it's just in every
Um,
aspect, it just falls short, you know. So it's really hard to. I don't think there's one thing I actually enjoyed in this film. Is there one?
yeah, I keep thinking, oh, so, I mean, so for me, I think the enjoyment I got was just how bad the script is. Like, the dialogue is just so awful. Like, I
Yeah.
just couldn't get over because each scene to scene, it felt like someone entirely new was writing it. And that's why no one felt like human beings because everyone just sounded different depending on what the scene was and what the context of the scene was. And it's like, this doesn't even sound like the same person anymore. Um, it's very weird, especially Kat or Ambria Bella or whatever her name is, Ambry
Pick your
Marie
pick
Rose.
your
I don't know.
poison.
Yeah. Um,
I'm Team
so
Ambria.
that to me was kind of funny. Like there was an enjoyment to me out of that. But I think my favorite was like the oh, I had a really good time with you tonight or whatever. And then he's like, instead of inviting her over, then he's like, come to my place tomorrow. I have something to show you. And
Yes.
I was like, is he is he talking about his penis? Is that what he is going to show her? And basically, yeah, that's because as soon as she goes over, they just start making out and dancing. And I'm like,
Could have taken a turn.
okay,
It could have been. This could be the
it's
halfway point of the movie, and it turns into like
yeah,
he's like an evil
horror.
like torturer.
It would have been amazing. Oh, I would have been 100% there for it. It would have been great.
It's like, man, this
But
movie's
no,
almost
no.
over, and it's like, nope, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
got you right where I want you, and then it's like a whole thing where the mother has to go rescue her and get
yeah.
redemption. Yeah,
Yeah, between like multiple scenes just establishing the same thing we already know, because that happens a lot. There's some scenes where I'm like, yeah, I get it. We've established this already. Like there's a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, the terrible camera work. Yeah, man, I don't know. That roommate character is something else too. I couldn't get over the fact that it's like I don't. Why are you even mad? I just couldn't understand why you're actually upset about it.
yeah. It doesn't. None of it makes sense, and then like
Yeah,
none of it's even told in a satisfying way, like the story itself, even if you just
It,
take it at face
it, al-
value.
it almost feels disjointed because like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, it's like a couple months later, and I guess hasn't come back to class, but she's still taking class. Like I don't. It's very strange to me. I was like, I don't. Why did the guy feel like now is the time to reach out after Thanksgiving, like right before the end of the semester? That's when you're reaching out about her.
Because he talked to James and he was like, everything she said told me was a lie or it wasn't real or something like that. And he's like, was it? And he's like,
Yeah,
okay, well, where were
yeah. Well,
you
that's
when
me.
this first
I was like, what do you
happened?
mean? Yeah, yeah. Why were you just sitting there stunned? You were like, you could have been the one to been like, wait, no, like, yeah, maybe that's not her
Wait,
name,
so,
but like,
like, what out? Like, what's the actual issue here? So, like, she's calling
yeah,
her cat, and she said Ambria, and she just be like, "Yeah, I was just." She could have easily just explained it away, but instead,
I,
it's like I kept up the lie for too long.
I,
I'm sorry, it went too far.
like even the teacher. I thought that even this is obvious. This is too sophisticated, I think, for this movie. But I thought the teacher was going to come up with something like Ambria Bella was something she came up with to protect herself. That's the artist in her that's crying out for that's
Yes.
crying out for attention. Kat Abernathy is what her mom wants her to be, a part of the Donegan or whatever family. But it's like that's who her mom wants her to be. But Ambria Bella, that's who she actually is. That's her real inner
And from
voice.
henceforth,
I thought
she
he
will
was
be
going to do
known
something
as
like
Ambria Bella.
yeah, and I thought they were
Hey.
gonna do something like that, but he wasn't even that nuanced. He's just like, nah, she might have lied about her name, but that was really her. I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, we know, we know. This is the thing. It's like the thing where like, who cares? Who cares that she's using a different name? I don't know. It's just like, do you think did people get upset um at oh shoot? I'm trying to think of uh Walter White's son. He called himself Flynn.
Yeah.
Do you think if someone, because Walt obviously doesn't like himself calling himself Flynn, but do you think if he's introduced himself to Flynn and then it's like, oh, actually his name, I don't actually remember what his son's
Walter
real name was.
Jr.
Yeah, Walter Jr. Oh yeah, of course, it's Walt Jr.
That's
Yeah, okay, so
why,
he's
because
telling.
it's his
Yeah,
name.
that's obviously why it bothers him. Yeah, because Walter White is Walter White. But do you think somebody would be like legitimately like, I'm so pissed at you that I didn't know your name is Walt?
Yes.
Walt Jr. How dare you? How dare you? Your name's not really Flynn. You liar. You lied about everything. And it's like, no, you probably would.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
like
that's
so.
all unreasonable. Oh, one
Yeah.
last thing. We're in college, right? But we're doing
Hmm.
the classic doodling the professor.
That was, oh my god. That was the other thing. I was like, this is the high school. This is a high school. He also, that's another thing that bugged me too, was with his whole thing where he's like, how does he care about her? Like if you're in a college, if you're in like like one of these big seminar class. I mean, I guess they could only get like 5 extras to show up on any filming day. But like those classes are filled to the brim. That professor does not like, even if your name is like, oh, the Donegan, that's the Donegan daughter.
Mm.
He doesn't care. He will not. He doesn't care. He really just, who cares? I mean, I guess maybe in the sense that, oh, she's the one that stood up and made fun of me or whatever. But like, what are we doing here? Are we in middle school? I just don't get
Yeah, I
it.
mean there are some that are still anal like that, like they notice you not paying
Skipping.
attention
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Because that's all it
Are they gonna
was.
tell
Like
mommy?
they were talking and doodling, and
Yeah,
he came up to them. Of course, they never. She's too caught up in the doodle to look up and notice he's
yeah.
right there. How embarrassing!
Right.
But like really, this is what we're doing. Like you're an artist and you're doodling, like making
Yeah.
your professor look bad in your doodles. That's what you're doing. Sure. All right.
Right.
I
Yeah.
believe
Because
it.
most professors would just be like, "Shut up," just like stop talking. Like, I'm doing a Who's doing the lecture here? Me or you? Like they would do something like that.
Right.
Like they'd just be like, "Shut up!" Like cut the chatter. Like I'm trying to teach. something like that. They wouldn't like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it felt very high school.
But then
So
the
it was
fact,
very,
and it was weird that the roommate went to this professor with the fact that she might,
yeah.
she's not feeling or acting the way she used to, whatever. He's like, I gotta go tell a
She's not
professor this.
depressed. She's not totally depressed while I'm wasting my life away drinking the nights
Like, did
and
she ever
everything.
even
It's like,
ask her like what she's been up to?
no, no, not
Mm,
really.
man, and it's like college. They never go out and do things, and it's like as soon as you start doing things, then you're up to no good, right? But I
Yeah,
can go do things, and I'm fine.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. It was,
final
uh,
score.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I
Alright.
put this. I almost scared myself there.
All right, 3, 2, 1, flip. 1.
That's a 1.
Tarqaron score of 1 out of 10.
Yeah, because like the more we talk, because like I think I was originally maybe like kind of being a little charitable because it is like a small, it's like a smaller scale movie. You can tell, but like
Right.
there's really just no
No
redeeming
redeemable
qualities in this
qualities. That's
movie.
the thing. Yeah.
No, it's just
Except
like,
for that one scene, with the great comedic
yeah,
timing. Yeah.
yeah, yep.
So there you go. Maybe that's a new thing we should take from Color Me You. We should make our best drawing on the other
Oh
side
yeah,
to
oh yeah.
depict the movie, and then we flip it. The
I would
problem is
have
that
drawn a boat.
sometimes on mine it doesn't show up very well, but
Oh yeah, I would have drawn a boat, the Ambria Bella. That's what
from
I
now
would
on
have.
we got to draw a nice sketch of whatever
Yeah,
and that'll
that
be
might be
Color
cute.
Me You's legacy.
Yeah, color use true
And
legacy
then
on
you
this
can't
channel.
tell me that it's just a drawing because it means something to
the
me. And it's like I picked up the marker, I chose the strokes, I chose the color. I didn't really. It's just the color
yeah,
right here, but
the
I chose the
the
color.
the drawing.
Did
I like if they did say it that way, and which is really funny
they?
because
I just
like,
kind of started saying it.
okay, maybe they did,
I just made
maybe
that up.
you saying that may be like retroactively changing the memory in my brain.
It's that
So for
country
me, they did say it that way.
twang.
They drawing. Well, to me, the usage of drawing is from Pirates of the Caribbean Part to Dead Man's Chest, because it's like, because he gets the thing. It's a key. No, gentlemen, it is a drawing of a
That's
key.
right. Yeah, that's good. All right, Color Me You. This is the Chance Time way. Color Me You was
Take
on
it.
the same wheel as No Country for Old Men. And it's
Yeah, I
just
know.
how it goes.
That's, there's a potential like 10 out of 10 movie in there, and it's just we got a 1.
That's tough,
Yeah,
but we never
yeah.
would have watched Color Me You otherwise, and now we are changed forever because it's a beautiful
Hey,
message.
this one actually had, it does not have very many, but this one actually had some reviews on Letterboxd. So
Not many, yeah, not many.
no, they're almost.
It
I
was
think
like
the
four.
highest was a 3.
It was
The
like
highest was
four different reviews.
Yeah, the highest was a 3, and most of the rest were like 1 or a half a star. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm with you there.
It's a
It's not a
tough
lot
watch.
going on
Yes, thank you for watching. Um, Color Me You Chance Time review.
here.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Subscribe to the channel for more. We'll have more series like this and Chance Time every couple months.
Hmm.
And it's like it'll take a while for us to get another good one. Got to wait months and months between these bad ones, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Subscribe to the channel for more. Like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts. And in the meantime, I'm going to recommend a random Tarqaron video for you to watch next.
All right. Random rules.
It's not just any old video. It's 10 animated shows that define us.
Oh, one of the classics of the
Classics.
old staples.
That's the
of our channel.
2019 banger, I feel like.
Yeah.
I
2019 joint.
wonder if we still stand by this. I probably don't. I don't know.
I probably do. Because if I'm gonna guess, not remembering what my list is, I think my list is probably gonna be Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah.
Doug,
Yeah.
maybe Neon Genesis Evangelion, or
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, Evangelion. Is Full Metal Alchemist on there?
No.
Brotherhood? It's not. Interesting. I was probably trying to think more foundational. SpongeBob SquarePants? I know that's on your list. Is that on my
No,
list
that's
too?
just on your list, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. And then, um, is it another anime?
Yeah.
What did I put on there? That's not
Think,
Ava.
think of the color orange.
Oh, Naruto.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had Dragon
Yep.
Ball Z, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Death Note, Pokemon, and Rick and Morty. Oh.
Interesting.
I
Yeah, you
don't.
probably wouldn't say Rick and you might probably maybe wouldn't say Rick and Morty anymore.
I
I
haven't
don't. I'm
watched. I
not
haven't
sure.
watched it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I forget which season. I watched up to
Uh,
like 6, I think.
I mean,
But I
so
loved
the
all of them.
I would say probably those are all. I would say probably still on the level. I might as much as I love SpongeBob, as much as I love Doug, I feel like I would probably swap one of those out for Smiling Friends.
Hmm.
Smiling Friends is probably um it might kick SpongeBob out. As much as I hey, don't get me wrong, I love SpongeBob, but yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, check
that's
that
pretty
video
good.
out. Go see our thoughts.
Check it
That's
out.
that was a fun time where we did stuff like that.
Back when we did,
Back when we did
back when we
stuff,
did cool stuff like that.
back when we did cool stuff, if you didn't watch Color Me You.
How far we've fallen.
Yeah.
Gotta like the random spice I always enjoy, and Chance Time, as much as it's given us mostly bad things, it is
Yeah.
still a lot of them are still fun to talk about. Some of them aren't as much, but look, we got the longest
Perspective.
review that we've had in a while. Actually, we've had some shorter
Yeah.
reviews. We managed to talk more about Color Me You than some of these other movies, more than some of the good movies too.
It's true. Yeah. Well, sometimes there's more to just digest and discuss about the
Yeah,
garbage that we watch.
that's what
So
it is.
honestly, variety is the spice of life. Sometimes you need the perspective of something that's really bad for you to really appreciate something that's good.
Yeah, because I was even
Because
looking at our scores. We had mostly like all in the green on our list of scores we've given. So it's like, yeah, we needed
yeah,
some bad in there. So Color Me You
we
is
need
here.
we need we need to really check our privilege is what we need to do.
Hmm.
We're eating too good.
All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care.